Hello, I'm Daniel or Daniel, however you want to say it. I'm going to talk about my personal narrative about how was my experience in the tremor that it was 2 weeks ago, and I hope you like it. Don't you ever feel that something is right? That is very strange. That in the moment that you wake up, something is very odd, and you don't know why. Well, that's something that happens to me 2 weeks ago when it was a tremor. Since that day, I can go on the elevators, but sometimes I feel not scared, but I feel that's going to happen again, and I feel something like very nervous. So I'm going to explain what happened that and how I handled the situation because it was not easy for me or for the students that was in the university. To begin with, on a sunny day, as I went about my activities in the class of business English, it was very strange because the teacher Christina didn't come to the class because she had a significant presentation in Cali. So it was another substitution teacher who it was teaching the class. Um, she comes from United States. She's like 23, 24 years old. I think it was her first time giving a class because she was very nervous and she talks very uh, slowly sometimes, or her accent for me is very hard. Well, then she was explaining something to a girls, so I said I'm very hungry. I now go to the cafeteria and buy a sandwich. So in that moment, I left the class. So I bought the sandwich in the cafeteria. So I tried to take the elevator. I don't know why. I never took the elevator, but in that moment, I wanted to take it to went more faster to the class. So I touched the button to go to the floor of my class that was in the 8th floor. I go on the elevator and then I started go up with a boy and a girl. The boy left out the elevator in the 6th floor. So I was in a little hurry because there was a lot of people in the cafeteria, so it took me a lot of time to get my sandwich. So I pressed the button to close the doors of the elevator very fast. But in that moment, a security guard was entering in the elevator, so she stopped the door with the leg. In that moment that she does that, I heard as a dirt or something from the university ceiling fell onto the elevator. I didn't understand very well. I thought it was something strange, but I said it's nothing important. And the security lady didn't either why that happened. Suddenly, I perceived a sudden vibration. Initially, I didn't pay much attention, assuming it was something normal. However, as the vibration escalated in intensity, I slowly transformed into a jarring and irregular movement. It dawned on me that it was a tremor. The security guard said to me, "Get out right now of the elevator, right now," because it was shaking very hard inside the elevator. In that moment, I felt very scary. At the moment, I couldn't understand what is happening until a girl go out of the class and say it was a tremor. My initial reaction was looking around. However, my recollection of prior conversation about responding to tremor helped me regain my composure. It's paramount to remain composed during such a moment, so I focused on taking deep breaths and grounding myself. Despite the flurry of anxieties floating in my mind, I remind myself to adhere to the prescribed safety. Swiftly, the first thing I do is write a message to my friend Sarah to know how was she, because she was in the 8th floor. So I assuming that it was more hard shaking in that floor. So I take to the stairs, the exit stairs, to went to the 8th floor. and I started to climb, and then I see my classmates out of the class. I asked my friend how she was, and she said she was very fine. So only was very strange because the teacher is had a reaction very different because she said go under the table. That is something very normal in United States, but here now because the security guard said to them go out of the classroom. During interview, the security guard told us go to the first floor and go out of the university for security for all the us. And it was incredible because the security guard uh, know how to stay calm. I suppose they were very nervous, but stay calm and go and then take all the students of the university. It was very interesting how they stay calm. And to sum up, the tremor encountered vividly underscored the need for being prepared for the emergencies and pivot the role of the safety protocol can play because without the guide of the security guards, I'm pretty sure maybe something very bad could happen in New York City because a lot of people feel very nervous, and it's important to stay calm in that situation. So that's it. That's my personal speech. So goodbye.